Good morning, it's Melissa, Mother Lover for Life, 100%, coming to you from my apartment, doing the Sacred Path cards again today. I hope all of you are having a beautiful day and go out in nature and connect with the Earth Mother. That's what I'm going to do after I do these cards. Today I've selected the 4 direction spread and of the Sacred Cards book. I'm going to go ahead and burn this Peruvian holy wood and bless this reading. Thank you for tuning into my channel. Please like, subscribe, and share if you find that this message is helpful. This helps me get my day started in a positive way. I just ask that my angels, ascended masters, Mother Mary Magdalene, the ancestors, Jesus Christ, I already said that, Mother Mary Magdalene, my angels, ascended masters, the ancestors. I know that the angels are with me, especially Archangel Michael, protecting me and cutting through all the bullshit that's going on in my life and the spiritual world with his mighty sword. And I ask that Spirit helps me speak truth directly from my sacred heart and my own life experience to help bring a message to whomever needs to hear this at this time, and help me bridge the gap between the crooked trail and the sacred path. Thank you. So the 4 directions spread, if I didn't say it already, thank you for tuning into my channel. I hope that you find this helpful. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle these cards, and this is a 4-card spread. And the 4 direction spread is a broad overview of how you are balancing your shields. Each shield is a part of the basic makeup or makeup that allows you to be who and what you are. In the term using medicine, we once again are expressing the unique properties that every individual has been endowed with since before the beginning of the physical world. Everything in our universe has the potential to be healing rather than harmful. Each flower, bird, tree, person, plant, and cloud has a message that can express something that will allow another creature in nature, if it is wounded or seeking wisdom, to grow and heal. To understand what your personal shields are, you need to evaluate your strengths and your weaknesses with a cold eye, without letting your ego get in the way. So the first card expresses the spiritual door that I'm opening now in my life. And this card is the spiritual seed that needs fertile ground and nurturing. How you accept the role of nurturing depends on your present situation or state of mind. In the past, I've always been really nurturing, but didn't know how to receive nurturing, because it's easy to be the giver. But when you're the one in need, it was hard for me to be the receiver of generosity and abundance and gifts from the universe. And I would not intentionally refuse them, I think out of pride or ego, because I've always been able to pretty much take care of myself. And then when I was in a place of needing, I didn't want to admit that I needed help, financially, emotionally. I always tried to put on a brave face and get through the shit on my own with spiritual help, because sometimes when I did ask for help, the way people wanted to help me wasn't really helpful for me, but they didn't have the ability to hear what I was asking for or giving what I needed. And, I had to go through a lot of life struggles in order to allow myself to receive and know my worth, and know that I'm worthy, and know that I deserve these blessings and these gifts from the spirit world, and that I've earned them. And to listen to spirit and acknowledge the spirit within me and the spiritual strength that I've had to have in order to get through the difficult phases of my life, the different cycles and movement. And so I'm grateful to be open to receiving and receiving the blessings, and they come in all different shapes and forms, and sometimes material possessions, sometimes money, sometimes people appear in our lives that need to share a message with us if we're willing to see and listen to what they're telling us. So I'm grateful for the ability to receive, to allow the fertile ground and nurturing, the nurturing of myself and the nurturing from others that comes from a loving, unselfish, true love place. It's a spiritual love. It's an unselfish love. And I'm able to receive it and then give it in turn and give it and then receive it again. It's reciprocal. And I'm grateful for that today because that's true love. Giving love without expectation is real love. And that's the type of love that I need in my life. Because otherwise the person that you're giving to doesn't see what you're giving them as a gift. And then it's always about what you owe them. And I just don't want those types of relationships in my life anymore. It's depleting of my energy. It's not life sustaining. It's life draining. If they cannot see that the gift that you're giving is from the spiritual world and they cannot see you and hear you, then you're wasting your breath and your time. So I'm grateful that I have the ability to accept the role of nurturing and give a role of nurturing in my present life situation, and that my mind is at peace and not in that constant worry. And I would start out praying, and then my prayer would start worrying. And that was 20 years ago when I first came into trying to become clean and sober. I was suffering from mental illness severely at that point, and I haven't been perfect in this struggle for the last 20 years, but I'm in a better place today, and I have peace of mind and peace in my heart, and that's through nurturing myself and through a lot of pain and allowing this. I'm opening that spiritual door now in my life, and I haven't been ready until now. So, thank God, thank Great Mystery. So there's sharing my quickening. That's the first card. And I'm sharing my quickening with the world, or who wants to hear it. Okay. So the spiritual door that I'm opening now, 25, Pow Wow. And as you can see, it's like the porcupine on the head. When you can't slow down the mind chatter, that's what it reminds me of, just like a porcupine head, where you're just mentally screwing yourself into the downward spiral again, and not nurturing yourself or allowing others to nurture you when you're just being stubborn and you don't want to hear it. I'm grateful to have a knowing today and to be able to share my quickening with you and how I am allowing myself to receive this time in spiritual knowing that I have a divine connection with the spirit world, and that I can stand in my power and know what my gifts are, and believe in myself today and love myself, nurture myself, and then in turn be nurturing to others, and share this quickening with you through YouTube in hopes that it will help someone and help someone's state of mind the way that it has me. And these cards help me have a positive focus on what my purpose is in, my spiritual tribe. I'm not afraid of judgment today or what people think of me. I'm able to love myself right where I'm at and not be swayed by others, ill feelings of me or anything else. Gathering of teepees, new friends and old, trading stories told and retold. A blanket for a basket, a horse as a prize, foot races and dances, night till sunrise. Exchanging the goodness that each member brings, allowing the heartstrings of our nation to sing. So each year when the richness of summer has moved across the Earth Mother and Old Man Winter was just a memory. Most bands and tribes of the nation gathered for what has become known as a powwow. This is a time of gathering. It was a time of gathering, was a quickening for the people. As the growth of a child in the womb feeds its mother's heart with joy, these gatherings produced a quickening of talents that fed the tribe and people. Powwow nights were filled with dances depicting the acts of bravery each warrior clan and hunting clan had achieved during the preceding year. Some nights were filled with medicine stories of the twisted hairs or storytellers who were teachers, historians for the nation. The warriors of the rainbow stand in the same outer edge of their sacred space, facing inward, confronting the elements within themselves that keep them from honoring all paths equally as one. The gathering of the rainbow warriors is the quickening that signals the rebirth of the earth tribe. The talking drums are calling all the children of earth to the powwow that will mark the sharing of those of like hearts. If the talking drum has signaled a powwow, you're being put on notice to gather with others of like mind and exchange ideas. The quickening of some aspect of your life will be aided if you use a support system and see what type of support you can call upon from others. The powwow card is marking a time of calling in your markers. You may need assistance or just a friend to be a sounding board. Your focus will become clearer, and you may receive the boost you need just from an encouraging word or two. The quickening is inside of you and speaks of a time just preceding birth. Whatever you are giving birth to at this time can be assisted by gathering your friends around you for the needed support. So that's what I'm doing. Coming together to share our new discoveries and information will strengthen our ability to heal ourselves and live in harmony with our planet. The Earth Mother sings her joy when these gatherings produce unity rather than separation. So I'm grateful to be able to share my quickening with you and know who my true friends and allies are, and that we are able to focus our energy and have it become clearer so that we can boost each other up and empower each other through the difficult times that we may be going through emotionally, internally, within ourselves, within the communities, and within the world because of COVID and, sometimes people's lack of ability to face their fears and the emotional upheavals that may be going on in their lives right now internally. So I'm grateful for that gift today, that I'm able to share my quickening with you. So the second card appears in the south. Oops, I'm sorry. Wrong one. The South card expresses where your faith should be placed or where a loss of faith has caused you to feel weak. You must determine which application touches the child within you. That child knows the truth due to its faith and innocence. So, allies and support. Medicine bundle. So in order to restore the child within me that had been deceived by myself and others, and my loss of faith in humanity and within myself, and just through going through so much pain, it did cause me to feel weak. I lost faith in my friends who said they were friends that talked behind my back. But I realized, I've probably done that too. So I had to reach a point of forgiveness and share what was going on inside of me that caused me to feel a loss of faith, so that I could heal that part and that injustice within me and resentment in order to forgive and realize that everybody has a child within that may be wounded or hurting at this time. And in order to heal that, I have to speak my truth and know that it was okay for me to be angry because that is an emotion, and It's sadness turned inside out. And quite frankly, I came to a point of rage and was enraged, and I was angry with myself and everybody else. And until I could release that rage and anger and frustration with myself and others who had let me down, and put my faith back into great mystery and great spirit, I couldn't let those pains go and face the growth that was going on inside of me and the quickening just preceding birth. And when I'm in that confused state where I feel like everybody's my enemy, I don't know who my allies and support people are, because I feel like everybody's a fucking liar, a liar and deceitful, because I know when you're full of shit, and I have intuition and discernment, and I have a very low tolerance for bullshit, and within myself as well. If I'm on some bullshit, I'm probably going to be the first one to call myself out, because I'm able to recognize that within myself today. And I'm grateful for that. That makes me a strong ally, a strong support person. And it makes my medicine bundle even more powerful to try to help heal other people's child within due to their lack of faith and innocence, because they entrusted people maybe that were not trustworthy, just like I have, because we all do it. It's just one of our lessons. Until we're taught to believe in ourselves and our own knowing, intuition, and ability to listen to our bodies and our guts and our hearts to tell us the truth. When we ignore those things, then we put ourselves around people, places, and things that, ultimately give us disease, make us feel sick, emotionally harm us, or even physically harm us. I've been there too. Symbols of connections with allies of the earth, medicine to heal us and give us rebirth, talents to honor, abilities to praise, strength and compassion guide our medicine ways. The medicine bundle is a collection of items that has come to you in a variety of ways and represents the totems of your power animals or allies among nature. Medicine bundles were used for many different things. Some were passed down before death to a family member or worthy tribal member. This passing of medicine was to ensure the proper use and guardianship of the medicine bundle. If the medicine bundle has come into your hands today, you're being asked to honor the wisdom of your ancestors and the allies. If you are not sure what the messages are, look at the strengths that are now being given to you and count them as your personal medicine. This assistance is supporting your present path and should be recognized as blessings from the medicine helpers. Through them, you may find the courage to support the self. The focus of this card tells you that you are not alone. The path may be difficult at this time, but you are being supported during the climb. If the path is progressing easily, you are in alignment with the allies and are experiencing their assistance. Be grateful. In all instances, you are being asked to take note who is helping and see if you can return the favor by supporting others. The assistance of the medicine helpers does not falter when you stumble on your path. By example, you should also remain true to others you have assisted. Betrayal after trust is deadly. To have allies, you must also learn how to be one. So I'm grateful for my ability to be a strong ally, and I'm grateful for the ancestors and the medicine bundles that were passed down and given to me through searching within, knowing myself, and being shown that the sacred path is for me, and to honor my brothers and sisters that are on the sacred path, and the struggles that they had to go through in order to share their medicine bundles with me and their truth. And that's what helps me stay on the sacred path and share my quickening with those who may be needing to hear it at this time, because I know how painful it is sometimes to get through those difficult heartbreaks that are so severe and so deep within your heart that you just don't feel like you're going to live through it. And I'm here to show you that you can, because I didn't think I was going to make it. I didn't think I was going to get through this time. And that's why I'm sharing my quickening with you, because I feel like that it's really necessary at this time. And I'm grateful to be a strong ally and support person today. And I'm grateful for the people that mirrored that behavior to me when I needed it the most and couldn't walk on the sacred path and was still, you know, on the crooked trail, trying to find my way back to the sacred path. It's just what I had to go through in order to be here now. The West card represents how to find the inward answer that introspection brings. To reach our goals, we must first seek our own truths as to what we desire, how we plan to fulfill that desire, and what our purpose is in meeting that goal. The West card gives the tool that may assist you in finding those truths. So release the giveaway ceremony. So I'm sharing my quickening with you. I'm trying to be a positive, strong support ally. Sharing my medicine bundle with you, and it's a gift I'm trying to give away because there were times along this journey that I really didn't think I was going to make it, and I was very afraid. And just the fact that I'm here right now is a miracle. And because of my loss of faith and innocence, and difficulty healing my own inner child, and difficulty forming relationship bonds due to the things that had happened in my childhood, I come back to share my quickening because if you've been through sexual molestation, emotional abuse, physical abuse, mental abuse, I'm here to tell you that you can make it through. And I'm sharing my quickening with you because it was so painful, I didn't think I was going to make it. And I'm trying to use the medicine that was given to me to help others that may be suffering at this time. And, you know, this is what Spirit called me to do, was to do these cards and do this YouTube video and hopefully reach out to others who may be needing this medicine at this time that are afraid of their gifts, their spiritual gifts, or maybe they don't believe in their spiritual gifts that they've received. They're real. Don't doubt yourself and your ability to know. So it's the tool that may assist me in finding those truths. I have to release everything that no longer serves me, mental ideas and mental cycles that slide me back down into mind screwing myself out of my blessings. They're negative mental thought patterns that lead back into my addictive behaviors and, you know, promiscuity and self-torture because of feelings of unworthiness and shaming and blaming and hating on myself due to past addiction and unhealthy patterns that I learned in childhood. And I free myself from those chains and self-imposed bondage today. Aho, child of earth, do you know the secret of the giveaway? The more you release, the more you receive, for that is nature's way. Aho, child of earth, do you believe in reaping what you sow? A drop of wisdom will bring truth, and you will truly know. One of the most important ceremonies in the Native American teaching is the giveaway or potlatch ceremony. In this ritual, giving away of useful or loved possessions is a form of sharing with others. It is also a sign that the giver is willing to make a sacrifice and surrender a gift to another person without attachment or regret. The Native understanding of sacrifice originally meant to make sacred. To make any act or gift sacred, one has to complete the action with a joyful heart and a humble attitude. Giving is only one step of the process and allows the giver to look within so that he or she may examine the growth potential associated with the giveaway. So you cannot make something sacred if you are looking towards your relationships as, what am I going to get out of it? If I do this for this person, what am I going to get? How am I going to make out? That isn't love, and that is not a sacred giveaway. So if you sacrifice and surrender a gift to a person, you have to do it without regret or attachment. Whether you be giving your time, your love, your energy, your attention, your money, someone living in your home, if you're giving it without a joyful heart or humble attitude, you're not giving in a sacred heart love. So you're going to be disappointed. And That was a hard lesson for me to learn. Wealth is measured in many different ways by two-leggeds across the planet. In Native tradition, one important measure of wealth is a person's ability to assist others. Developed talents and the willingness to use them to aid those in need set a person apart from others who seek self-gratification. This type of individual is the symbol of a potential leader in the tribe. Selflessness is a sign that the giving individual is able to stand apart from the attachments of the physical world. The spiritual life of this person is usually well developed and carries the medicine of the ancestors. Giveaway card spells relief through release. Don't get stuck holding on to ideas that no longer serve you. Allow associates, ideas, habits, belongings may need to go at this time. Attachment to attitudes like needing to be needed or liked may no longer serve either. You are being asked to share what you can, give away something that can help someone else, or just let go. Don't hold on so tight. The natural flow of life is squelched when you insist on total control. In all cases, the giveaway card tells us to release any bond that makes us captives of our own creation. In doing so, we can spread our wings and fly. Remember that the generosity is a talent and a virtue that comes from dropping the fear and scarcity and trusting great mystery. So that was a hard lesson for me to learn. Because due to the lack of control that I had over my life, and being in out of control situations made me feel scared and vulnerable, and it squelched the flow of life because I needed to feel control over the situation, because I put myself in a situation that was not in alignment with my sacred path, which caused me to feel angry, resentful, and destructive, and enraged, because of the disrespect that this person had towards me and my path. And at least I had the ability to walk away from it before it got any worse, because I cannot hold on to anything that no longer serves me. You know, associates, ideas, habits, belongings, and attachments. You know, if someone cannot see my worth, I have to walk away from them. And same goes for me. If I cannot see someone else's worth and I'm disrespecting them, I would walk away from me too. You know, and people have had to do that to me in my life, until I could learn the lessons I had to learn in order to get to this point in my life. And that's a really hard thing to do, is to just leave somebody in their shit, because you've done all you can for them, and you just have to walk away and hope they get it and pray for them. You know. To wantonly destroy the object would be to dishonor the medicine of the maker, along with the tool's ability to be of use. Ancestors say that if an object is carelessly broken by a human, the spirit of that object has been killed. To make fun of, criticize, or break anything that another has created is dishonor oneself. To dishonor oneself. The idea the gifts should be used to their fullest potential has sustained the red race for centuries. In this manner, everyone acknowledges the gifts Great Mystery gives through the field of plenty, as well as the purpose of not accumulating more than one can personally use. So that's when you begin to feel greedy, and you are hanging on to things that, and getting miserly, and are not in a giving spirit, and you're closing off the sunlight of the spirit. As we free ourselves from the need to give with strings attached, or the regret that sometimes follows, we are able to release our spirits and allow them to soar beyond the limited understanding of our former selves. So, yeah, there was a time in my life where I don't think I really knew what love was until I did. You know, I'd give, and be like, what the hell? You know, like, I've done so much for you. You know, why aren't you acknowledging that? You know, but the thing is, if they can't see or hear you or what you're giving, and they don't know themselves, they're not going to see the blessing in what you're giving them. And usually until it's too late and you've walked away. The North card expresses the wisdom you will gain if you follow a true course and apply the knowledge of the other 3 cards. The North is a place of the elders, gratitude, and healing. The North card may be the tool you may use for seeking personal healing and for discovering what blessings you should give thanks for. So West Shield 10, which is the end of a cycle. This morning I saw 10:10 on my clock, which means I am ending a chapter in my life in what I allowed to go on within my life, within myself, and what I tolerated from others that was completely inappropriate. And I'm grateful for that ending, because through introspection and goals and knowing what I deserve in my life and what I am worthy of, and I'm following a true course, and I'm learning that I'm sharing my quickening with others, so hopefully they don't make the mistakes that I've done, and it keeps me in alignment and in awareness on a daily basis of who my allies and support people are, what my medicine bundle is, and it's a reminder daily that I'm releasing the old to allow the new to come in, the new happy thoughts, the new happy relationships that are spiritually based, that are not based on greed. So 10 is the end of a cycle. West Shield Bear. If my battery, if my phone cuts out before I get done, sorry. West Shield, power of woman to seek answers, place of bear's cave in the fading light of grandfather's sun. The horizon of tomorrow brings the strength to meet my goals. So bear is the traditional home of the West, the bear medicine on the medicine wheel. It's black, which represents the void where the answers live within, in the dark cave of bear. So I have to have the ability to go within, seek my own answers, because when I go within and the introspect is female energy, which is receptive, then I'm able to receive that knowing from Great Mystery and Great Spirit in gratitude and in healing, to discover how to heal myself. And it's the place of the elders in gratitude and healing. So I'm grateful to receive that message from Great Mystery and Great Spirit. So I have to look at my present goals and discern how they affect my future. Remember that the opinions of others become mixed with our own doubts and become limitations when we forget to enter the silence. So I'm grateful for that lesson today. I'm grateful to be able to share the quickening with you and know who my allies and support persons are, and know that I am a good ally and support person and have a strong medicine bundle. And I'm able to release the things that no longer serve me and give away how I'm doing it with you. And know that the home of the place of bear through introspection and goals is how I'm going to continue growing on the sacred path. Thank you for sharing this message with me. I hope that you can find it helpful. I hope you do something that makes your heart smile today. That's what I'm going to do. Thank you for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, and share, and give me a thumbs up. Peace. Mother Lover out. Have a good day.